Champions League night, but then away from football, all eyes are on the Abuja National Stadium today, where Nigeria's athletes converge for the selection trials for the 2018 Commonwealth Games coming up in Australia. The four-day competition was earlier scheduled to hold at the Akwa Ibom Stadium in Uyo, but the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, moved it to Abuja. Many of the foreign-based athletes are exempted from these trials. Now, joining us from our Abuja studios is the Technical and Performance Director, as well as athlete representatives on the board of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, Sunday Adeleye. Glad to have you join us, Sunday.
Thank you very much. Nice having me here too this morning.
Right, isn't it unusual? Why is this a trial for only home-based athletes, leaving out the foreign-based ones?
Well, the Nigerian track and field is a very big family, and then the home base, because of the competitions, the limited competitions we have here, we said, okay, let's pay more attention and develop our home-based athlete. Of course, the athletes in the US and Europe, of course, have more competitions, and then we'll be monitoring and following up with them as well. So this is just like a platform for the Nigerian athlete, the home-based athlete, to showcase what they have and to meet up with the standard we've set for the Commonwealth Games.
Well, you
the home-based athlete to showcase what they have and to meet up with the standard we've set for the Commonwealth Games.
Well, you say this, but there is an argument, a side argument, that it is an indication of your wrong timing for these trials, because foreign-based athletes have, like many of them on scholarships, have obligation to their scholarships, and some of them as students are in the peak of studies abroad.
Well, it can be wrong timing because we are not the organizers of the Commonwealth Games, and this the Commonwealth Games is coming at an odd time, which is in April, of course. And then, of course, by now, the season in America, the athlete starts with the indoor, and of course in Nigeria, we don't have the indoor competitions. We only do the outdoor competitions because of our weather. So most definitely, you must have the athletes in America competing in the indoors before the outdoors, so it's not wrong timing. That is why we actually started our program. This is first time in the Nigerian track and field history that I came up and said, look, I want to do a 2 season in 1. So that was why I started a season last year, and we're continuing this year. So we're early and we're on time.
Well, if you say you are on time, England, as at November last year, we already knew the 75 athletes that will be representing a country like England. How come we have to wait till this late to know those who will be representing Nigeria? How does this impact on the selection of the best athletes to represent the country at the Commonwealth Games?
Yeah, you agree with me that so far so good. Even the likes of Divine Oduduru in America, a Nigerian athlete, one of the fastest man right now in the world, is actually peaking just about now. And then, of course, the calendar, the British calendar is way different from the Nigerian calendar as well. The Australian or the South African calendar is actually different from the Nigerian calendar. So that is why we have to work with our own calendar and our own season because of the weather and the timing we have here. So, so far, we're in line. And then, of course, if we're not in line, we will not be having 2 national records broken and set at the Port Harcourt Golden League. So we're on time and we're on course.
Just a little away there. This event was supposed to hold first in Uyo. Some say that the AFN hasn't got the funds and so had to move it to Abuja and all of that.
Well, so far the funds has been challenged for us. It's been quite difficult for us to source for sponsors and so on and so forth. But that was not just the basic reason why we moved to Abuja, because Akwa Ibom has a program for the youth, which is a school sport program that has been on their calendar for years, and they've worked on that one, and then it has to clash, and we said, okay, the national trial supersedes any other competition, and then we think it needs total attention. That was why we moved to Abuja. Of course, we have challenges of funds, and it's not been easy.
Well, with the Golden League you've already had, we understand an athlete like Patience Okon-George has already secured her place in the Commonwealth team. Fill us in on those who have already secured their qualification. Is it just Patience Okon-George out of the many tens of hundreds that will be representing Nigeria?
Well, like we've said, Patient Okon is one of those who have secured a ticket, and then we have someone like Queen Obiseson, the hammer thrower, and then we have, of course, one athlete that is a race walking athlete that has also made the standard. So, and then we're trying to broaden up the scope of how we run athletics in Nigeria. Gone are those days where we concentrate only on sprints. Nigeria, we're multi-talented people, and then we're giving attention also to like race walking and long distance races, and that was why we featured even athletes at the World Championship in 800 meters, which was a long time we featured the athlete. And of course, this Commonwealth Games, you'll be seeing us featuring a high jumper, a male high jumper. The last time Nigeria featured a male high jumper at the Commonwealth Games was around 1964 or so. So it's been a long time, and then we're working on those things. We have good athletes, and we've discovered new talent, and they're going to do Nigeria proud.
Well, many members, on the final note, before I let you go, many members of your federation are complaining, many members of the board, saying that this is just a two-man show, you and the president, Ibrahim Gusso, and that they are not in the know about what you're organizing, about what you're doing, and that you're excluding them. Why is this so that the AFN hasn't gotten above the squabbles, the leadership squabbles that greeted the elections last year?
Well, I will disagree with that because, you know, people tend to see it differently, or they have their own opinion, of course, and it's not what maybe some of them may be saying. You know, this is called to duty, and then we've taken up this federation. We said we must not fail. You know, if we are taxing ourselves and putting the funds on the table to run this federation, this is about the sixth competition we're organizing and running, and nobody is coming to say, hey, I want to support this. And all what they do is to say, okay, we want allowances, we want this, but you have to sacrifice. Nobody is giving us any money. We're sourcing for fund. The president is going day and night to source for fund for us to run this federation. We're also supporting in our own little way. So, you know, it's actually an irony for a board member that believes he wants to come on board, and he believes it's just all about what he wants to get, and not thinking of the athlete and how we can help our athlete and get Nigeria back on the podium.
Well, I wish we had a lot more time to talk about this, but I understand the morning session will have 11 events. Well, I wish you well. In the course of the trials, we will still have you. We'll still talk about this. Thank you so much, the performance and technical director of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, Sunday Adeleye.